Welcome back to Basin Motorsports for another day here in the garage. So next weekend I am finally gonna get the wide body out and take it for a drive. Now if you remember back, I guess last year, I got a fake offer basically of getting some really fancy action cameras that turned out to be really kind of poor quality. But I thought, you know what, I already paid for them, so I might as well use them. So I had this great idea for this big, grand driving experience with all of that. And since I have 4 action cameras plus my phone, I thought, man, we need to try and do something kind of fun, get a lot of footage in that. So today, the simple part of it is I have a big bag of mounts for these action camera kind of pieces here. So I thought, well, why don't we try to mount one in the front bumper, the rear bumper, one looking at the front suspension, kind of articulating the wheels, maybe one off of maybe the front windshield again, and then I'll probably have my one in the car. So maybe 5 cameras running at the same time and to see what I could do with it. So let's see if I can get these mounted up today. This is a kit that I got off of Amazon, and it kind of came with a bunch of weird stuff. So over here on the right, you've got just some mounts, some snapping mounts there, and then you got a bag of double-sided discs or double-sided sticky pieces. Got various mounts, some other pieces there. You've got one that clips on, so maybe that would be good. I've got I think that's the head one that I've used before when I did the vinyl wrap for the trim, but I don't think that's going to be good. You've got a selfie stick, a wrist wrap, a kind of the buoyant ones that hold it, and then one for my chest. So I think most of this is probably not going to be usable for that, but I will probably be able to use a lot of this stuff. I've just got to get creative with the mounts. Alright, so here is the first mounting location, what I'm going to do. So license plates right here. I wanted to kind of get it down in this bumper, and I tell you what, there's almost no mounting solution that's going to make this fit right here. So I may end up just zip tying this right here, turning it on, zip tying it in place, and then tie basically a string from the bottom down here to this side. But zip tie it around, and then a couple of places there. Keep that there. How awesome will that be? Man, that'll be like screaming fast running through corners and things. Alright, so here's going to be number 2. So here's the radiator. You've got your Team Z lower support bar. Here's the clip so you can kind of see up in here. Here's this camera, and it's going to be facing down at the suspension. So you should get a good view of the red coney and the Ibrox springs and everything else. This is going to be the first attempt. We'll see how this works. Alright, so here is going to be the rear camera. So obviously fuel tank, there was a hole already there, and that is a bolt I already had in my toolbox. And then this aluminum strap piece here I think came off the 240SX. I want to say it came off of there. So that was really just straight piece, had a couple holes in the end, just bolted it through there, bent it down around, and then this is just an M10 bolt. So if I show you this madness right here is just a lot of the extra stuff I have laying around. So no big deal, just to kind of create that. And these washers are the black ones for the riv nuts in the wide body. So total cost of this, 0. Other than it just took some time. So I'm gonna slide over here. Ooh, here we go. So what you can kind of see is that now this faces exactly rearward. It is actually taller than the suspension, so it's tucked up in there. It is lower than the bumper, and the cool thing is if I ever want rear suspension stuff, I can take this, I can flip it around and shoot down in there. So you've got your panhard bar, your rear tire, everything else. I can take that and show basically there. I may just take some wrenches with that too, somewhere along the way, stop, flip that around and get some better shots of that. So this is front or rear. All I have to do is unbolt this, turn it around basically, and do that. How awesome is that? And I think the old one, the old standby here will be the last one we'll do. So we'll have 4 cameras. So one facing front out of the bumper, one facing the front suspension, one out the back, and one off the windshield. So between that and my handheld phone, ooh, this could be exciting. So now the other guys that shoot video in that, I would love to know how you've mounted your action cameras. I know, you can get kind of creative in that. I'm trying to do it low budget because, well, I don't have budget. So using things I have in the toolbox, extra parts here and there, that's as best as I'm gonna do right now. And really, I don't feel like going out and spending a bunch of money on fresh new, like GoPro Black 7 X5, whatever the new version is, because I don't know if any of this is gonna work. But with that, hey, here we go. This next weekend will be a lot of shooting, and the reason I'm taking it out is a birthday cruise, and then we're gonna do a photo shoot. A local guy to me has some new lenses he wanted to try out. I think he said he rented them, and we're gonna do some evening shoots, so around dusk and that. So we'll definitely go out and get some good pictures in that of the WideFox plus a few other cars. I will document that, so I'll do this. I'll do some footage on the way in. I will do the photo shoot, and I don't know how I'm gonna mix it all up. I probably make it 3 or 4 different versions of everything, and who knows. We'll see what it turns out, but wish me luck. And if you guys have mounts, let me know. How do you mount your cameras? I'd like to know. Maybe I can incorporate that in mine. So with that, we'll see you next time.